It's been raining all night, all day. It's still raining today. Since we don't have any woods to go out and collect wood that we need, I'm going to be using this that's been out in the rain. And what you would ideally want to look for if you had to get a fire going in the rain is a dead tree standing up. If it's laying down on the ground here in Georgia, it's probably not going to be good wood in it. Unless it's a really big one, you could find good wood in it. But this one, let's pretend it was a standing dead tree. So now I've got a standing dead tree I've cut down, and it's been out in the rain all night. And we're going to find dry wood in here that we can build a fire with, okay? So I'm just going to cut up a little bit of this. Alright, so now that we've got a piece of wood we can work with, we're going to just start splitting it up into real small stuff. Also, my safety fire maker's duct tape. You guys have already started fires with duct tape, right? Alright, good. I've also got a piece of fat lighter from right out there in the woods. Fat lighter is just pine that has died and all the resin has concentrated into the heart of the wood. Alright. Now that's a good piece right there. We can break down into small stuff. Ideally, you'd have a poncho or something you could put your dry wood under. This stuff's dry now. Here, take a look at that. See how inside is dry even though the outside's wet? I'm just gonna poke it right up under me right here.
It's dry here. But that's wet.
Can't see. Need to put the glasses on, don't you? So when you really need a fire, if you're smart, you'll have a lighter or some kind of open flame, matches. But even smarter would be to carry a small road flare in your camping kit. So like this kind of weather, strike a road flare, boom, you got something that'll start your fire up, okay? But we're gonna do it the hard way. Well, it's not hard. It's just
difficult.
You still have to prepare. What's that?
Difficult. I don't know.
You still got to prepare your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner for this fire. That's what I'm doing now. Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying something about the breakfast, lunch, dinner, the fire.
All right. So what's the breakfast? That's the first meal, right?
It's like the straw.
It's the what?
Like it's like the tinier pieces or the straw.
Exactly. The real fine, hair-like stuff. Something that will catch on fire and go.
And then the lunch is the like twigs.
Yeah.
The smaller.
Good.
Big
Good, Kate.
pieces. And then the big pieces is the dinner.
The big stuff is fuel.
Yeah.
Like right here, we'll use that as fuel. We'll use some other big pieces as fuel, but we're gonna lay a base down here first to kind of keep it off the ground. Okay, come look at this. If you can brave the rain. It's not raining that hard right now, but look how small that is. That's the stuff we want to catch on fire first. Okay, with sparks. Okay, now we got fire.
Fire, fire. It's on his head, dude.
I see that.
Now the key is to get this fat lighter burning, and then just stack some more of these little shavings of fat lighter on top of it.
He actually looks like a mountain man. He looks like a mountain man in the woods.
Here's some more shavings. Look, that has a lot of surface area to volume ratio, meaning that this stick was about that big around, but I shaved off a lot of that to create more surface area so that we can get this fire going, okay? All right, now I'm out of this other wood right here. Probably need to create more surface area on it.
Yep.
Mr. Walker, you know that show Mountain Men?
Mountain Men, yeah.
You look like one of those guys right now, just teaching the show how to do that.
Oh, he showed you?
I'm like, because I know on Mountain Man they do like show on TV some
Right.
stuff of what they're doing.
Right.
Like teach people how to do it. That's kind of what I see right now. You
Yes,
Mountain
exactly.
Man. You got a beard too, so.
So you think I ought to be on that show, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't have enough fat lighter in there to really keep it going. So if you're in the rain, and you had duct tape in your pocket, in your pack, that's what you'd be using right now. Even if you had fat wood, you get that duct tape burning, then you're in shape. You're ready to go.
Duct tape
okay?
is my brother's favorite thing.
Now if it's really raining hard, from this point right here, I could start building a TP up over this fire. And the TP, if I actually layer it correctly, it will actually keep a lot of that rain off the wood and allow it to dry from the inside out. Okay? What kind of change is that? Physical or chemical?
Chemical.
Why?
Oh, you said physical.
Physical or chemical? You're right, but tell me why.
Hold on. I heard a chemical or physical.
Chemical or physical?
But like, what you mean? Like, why is it like?
Okay. This piece of wood that's burning right now is cellulose. This right here is cellulose. What is it on this end? Is it a new substance? That's no longer cellulose.
Yeah, it's a new substance.
That's charcoal and ash. So it's a new substance. So a chemical change is taking place. Anytime something goes from one substance to another, that's a chemical change. So this right here is a physical change. This is fat wood, fat lighter.
It's still the same thing.
That's still fat lighter, it's just two different pieces. You smell it, Ricky?
Oh, smell.
All right.
Smells like Christmas.
Smells like what?
Christmas.
It's like winter.
Christmas, yeah, okay. Because it comes from a pine tree in which a lot of the Christmas trees are either cedar or pine.
Like smoking a bomb.
Exactly.
Got a good picture of the fire in the rain.
He's smoking. You see that out of his mouth? He's smoking.
Are you still filming?
Yeah.
All right, you can kill it.
Okay.
It's from fire in the rain. What do we got to have first?
Breakfast.
Breakfast? Okay, you got to create breakfast from fire. You're exactly right. So what does that mean? When you don't have dry, tender material out there.
You find like little pieces. You find like little pieces.
Little pieces.
Or you
But
keep
the thing about these little limbs that are out here, they're wet. Little pencil size and less. They're wet already from the rain all night. But if you dig down into that big log of wood, that's what you're trying to say. So that's where we create the little bitty pencil lead size. We can even create the fluffy stuff that we need to light a fire. Now I use the ferro rod. What are some other ignition sources we can use?
tape, lighter.
Lighter, that would be an open flame, like a lighter or matches. Y'all learn how to do matches. What else?
Like the friction.
Friction, yeah. You could. It's very difficult to do, but
I
yeah.
tried that, not to
Huh? Say again?
Yeah, you can't use sparklers.
Oh, sparklers. Yeah, you could use a sparkler.
Yeah, but
You're
when you don't
exactly
light
right,
a sparkler with,
But you talking about the sparks that I use? Yeah.
how you gonna light
The road flare. Look, if you're in wet conditions like this and you really got to have a fire, road flare, that's what you need, okay? Something that's going to burn in the rain or not. Your lighter, it's the next best thing, okay? The spark ignition, until you really practice that and get good at it in the dry weather, I wouldn't recommend that at all. All right, fellas, ladies, nicely done.
What's your YouTube channel?
Survival Sherpa.
I know his Instagram.
Survival Sherpa. So we'll get that edited and put it on there, okay?